Yeah. Hello everyone! Welcome back with us. And what are we gonna do?
Today, we'll be presenting about
Financial management for college students. Okay, but before we start, I hope you guys in a good condition. And let us introduce ourselves. First, my name is Rahmat Azizi.
My name is Mariska Fitriani.
My name is Satya Zawal Korina.
and my name is Nadine Anjani Mulya Saputri.
And you can see our name and our ID in the next slide. Yeah, this is our ID and our name. Okay, and let's start the presentation.
In this presentation, we'll explore the importance of financial management, its key component, and how to effectively manage your finance in college and beyond. So, what is financial management? Okay. So, financial management involves planning, organizing, directing, and controlling financial resources. It aims to optimize the use of financial resources, achieve financial goals, and ensure sustainability.
It's okay.
Okay. Financial management involves planning, organizing, directing, and controlling financial resources. It aims to optimize the use of financial resources, achieve financial goals, and ensure sustainability. And why financial management is important? First, it's gaining control. Taking control of your finance empowers you to make informed decisions, avoid unnecessary debt, and create a solid financial base. This reduces financial stress and anxiety, allowing you to focus on your studies and overall well-being. And building foundation. Establishing good financial habits early and helps secure your future. It paves the way for future education, career growth, and a fulfilling life. Wise financial choices today ensure long-term success and stability. Next is impact of finance management. Effective financial management brings several advantages. By improving budgeting, you can better control over your income and expenses, allowing you to make informed decisions, reduce debt, over more financial flexibility, helping you avoid unnecessary borrowing and stress. Financial security provides peace of mind, enabling you to confidently invest in your future goals. Ultimately, building a solid financial foundation today leads to further success and long-term stability. And the impact of if we don't manage our finance. Poor financial management can lead to financial stress, causing anxiety due to mounting bills and unpaid expenses. It can also result in debt accumulation when financial obligations are not met. Limited opportunities may arise as financial struggles prevent access to important personal and career advancement. Furthermore, an uncertain future becomes a reality when long-term financial goals seem unattainable due to lack proper of financial planning. So, how do ways to manage finance? First, you need to tracking your spending helps you understand where your money goes. Using tools like apps or spreadsheet makes this process easier. Creating a budget allows you to allocate your income or for necessary expenses, saving goals, and discretionary spending. Saving regularly by setting aside a portion of your income for emergencies or future investment ensures financial security. Finally, managing debt wisely by prioritizing high-interest debt and avoiding unnecessary borrowing helps maintain financial health and stability. Thank you. And then, next to our member.
Next slide, please.
Okay, this is a key component of financial management. First is budgeting. Is it a financial plan that outlines expected income and expense over a specific period, helping individuals manage their resources effectively. The second is saving. Saving is involve setting aside money for future needs or emergencies, typically after expenses are accounted for. The third is investing. It's the process of allocating resources, usually money, with the expectation of generating income or profit over time. The last is debt management. Debt management refers to strategies for handling and reducing debt over through budgeting and payment plans to ensure timely repayments. Definition and overview of budgeting. Number 1 is creating a budget. Start by tracking your income and expenses for a month to understand your spending habits. Second is setting goals. Determine your financial goals such as saving for a house, paying off debt, or investing in your education. The third is allocating resources. Allocate your income to different categories, including essentials, savings, and discretionary spending. And last is monitoring and adjusting. Regularly review your budget and make adjustments as needed to stay on track. Definition and overview of growth planning. Number 1 is setting financial goals. Identify short-term and long-term goals that align with your aspiration and financial situation. The second is saving and investment strategies. Develop strategies to save for your goals and consider investing options for long-term growth. Number 3 is financial literacy. Continuously learn about financial concepts and strategies to make informed decisions. The last is career planning. Align your financial growth with your career aspiration and consider strategies for career growth. Definition and overview of financial control. The first one is track your spending. Regularly monitor your income and expenses to identify areas for improvement and adjust your budget as needed. Number 2 is manage debt. Develop strategies for paying off existing debt, prioritizing high interest debt, and avoiding further accumulation. Number 3 is review investment. Regularly review your investment portfolio to ensure it aligns with your goals and risk tolerance, adjusting as needed. And last is seek professional advice. Consult with your financial advisor for personalized guidance, especially when making complex financial decisions. How to balance budgeting, growth planning, and financial control. Balancing budgeting, growth planning, and financial control is crucial for financial well-being. By creating a comprehensive budget, setting ambitious but achievable financial goals, and implementing effective strategies for managing debt and investment, you can build a strong foundation for future financial success. Remember, continuous learning and staying informed about financial trends are essential for making informed decisions and achieving your finance aspiration. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay, next.
Okay, next it's about importance and purpose budgeting. First is importance of budgeting. Number one is financial control. So financial control helps monitoring incomes and expenses, ensuring that spending aligns with financial goals. Number two is resource allocation, ensures resources are used efficiently and prioritized for essential activities or projects. Number three is goal setting and achievement. It provides a roadmap for achieving short-term and long-term financial goals. And next is purpose of budgeting. Number one is planning. Planning serves as a guide for managing income, expenditure, and investment. Number two is decision making. It facilitates informed decision based on financial insight. Number three is cost control. It identifies and reduces unnecessary expenditures to optimize financial outcomes. And next slide is importance and purpose growth planning. Number one is importance of growth planning. So number one is strategic direction. Growth planning provides a clear vision and direction for our organization, ensuring all efforts align with long-term objective. Number two is resource optimization. Helps allocate resources effectively to focus on areas with the highest growth potential. Number three is risk management. It identifies potential challenges and risks associated with growth and prepares strategies to mitigate them. And next slide is purpose of growth planning. Number one is financial stability. It's manage expense, saving, and debt. Number two is cost saving. It's identify for reduction like textbook and housing. Number three is emergency funding. It's prepare for unexpected expenses. And let's move to next slide is link between budgeting and growth planning. Budgeting and growth planning are closely connected for college students. Budgeting helps manage current financial effectively, while growth planning focus on a long-term personal, academic, and professional development. For example, growth planning and through budgeting like imagine a college student saving for a professional course or a book to exchange their academic knowledge. So budgeting helps them cut back on small daily expenses such as limiting coffee shop, reducing online shopping, or using free campus event for entertainment to save 1,050 rupiah each month. So after 6 months, they have saved 9,100 rupiah, which is enough for pay a valuable online course or buy necessary textbook for the semester. By completing the course or using textbook effectively, the student improves their knowledge, leading better to grades, skills, and future job opportunities. By saving even a small amount each month, students can make meaningful investment in their education and future without straining their finances. So next to my friend.
Okay. Now is financial control. Financial control is the way where as an individual or team or as an college student manage the money to ensure they live within their means, save for the future, and achieve financial goals. It involves setting budget and tracking expense and making informed financial decision. So this is kind of same with budgeting and growth planning, but not that same because main focus of financial control is managed to stick with the budget. Okay, next slide. Now is purpose and impacts. Purpose. One is prevent overspending. What is that? Is make sure you don't spend more than you earn. And second is save for goals. Help you set aside money for things like education, travel, or emergencies. Okay, and build stability is ensure financial security even during unexpected situation like job loss or medical emergencies. Now is the impact. The impact is first, you can achieve financial goals like buying a house or starting a business. And second, reduce stress about money by staying in control of your finance. Okay. And third is prepare you for emergencies with saving or insurance. Okay, next slide. Okay, now is tools of financial control. You know, guys, nowadays we get many tools or mobile apps that can help us to manage our money or financial control. And here are some tools of financial control that I think you can download in your mobile apps like Play Store or App Store. Okay, the first is budgeting apps. Apps like Mint, YNAB, or you need a budget or even a simple Excel sheet. Second is expense tracker, like tools to record daily expense, and you can see on your mobile apps or you can do in your notebooks. And third is saving accounts, separate accounts for saving money safely. And then financial plans, a clear plan for spending, saving, and investing your income. Okay, and the last is credit monitoring tools. So service like Credit Karma is help track your credit score, and avoid unnecessary debt. Okay, and next slide. Okay, now we can connecting and balancing all of them. Balancing budgeting, growth planning, and financial control is crucial for financial well-being. By creating a comprehensive budget, setting up ambitious but achievable financial goals, and implementing effective all of that, you can build a strong foundation for future financial success. Okay, next slide. Now let's move to study case. Imagine you're a new college student who only get 800,000 rupiah for a month. So this is a tips for us to manage that money. First, you can do budgeting your money, like you can spend 2,100 per week, and you must stick with that. Okay, you must stick with that. And second, after you did budgeting, you can implement growth planning start to planning what you want to do with your money, but also still stay on the budget. Okay, you should stay on the budget. Now, and the last is you can control and manage your money with some mobile apps to help you cut the result you want, like Microsoft Excel or something like that. There are many tools you can do. Okay, next slide. Okay, now is the conclusion of our material. So, by implementing these strategies, you can achieve financial stability, optimize resources, and support long-term growth. Start developing your financial management strategy today. Start Start developing your financial management strategy today for a successful future. Remember, guys, you should start developing your financial management today. Okay, next slide. Okay, I think this is the last slide of our presentation. So we're gonna say some word like, okay, I think I'm gonna say thank you and sorry if us had a mistake. Okay, but sometimes people learn by mistake, right? Okay, and I think 1, 2, 3. Thank you.